25 best N64 racing games. Number 25. Mickey's Speedway USA. With 20 tracks, 4 battle arenas, and a lot of hidden characters and cheats to unlock, Mickey's Speedway USA has enough substance to keep even the most dedicated kart racing fanatics coming back for more. While young ones will find later circuits too difficult, those who can get past the colorful exterior will find a somewhat deep racing game. Number 24. Road Rash 64. At its best, the Road Rash series is the perfect blend of motorcycle racing and slapstick combat. It's a game worth completing, worth inviting your friends over to play, and worth owning. Yes, hitting people while driving a motorcycle is that much fun. Number 23. Iggy's Reckin Balls. This bizarre puzzle/racing/platform game isn't particularly difficult. In fact, some of the challenges are downright easy. However, the game is fairly steep with 4 modes of play, about 10 levels in each, with about 10 towers of difficulty in each one of the levels. Fans of multiplayer puzzle or racing games will probably have a lot of fun with this title. Number 22. Automobili Lamborghini. Automobili Lamborghini is not without a few special features. There are secret, faster cars to unlock. The split-screen multiplayer mode allows for multiple human and AI players in the same race. However, with the exception of slowdown problems, the graphics and control make for one of the most thrilling rides on any console system. Number 21. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing is a good take on the popular toy license for N64 owners. The game features a ton of classic vehicles, a simplistic stunt system that does the trick, and lots of well-designed 3D tracks and environments. With that said, the title comes recommended as a good racer that's going to appeal to stunt lovers and not simulation fans. Number 20. S.C.A.R.S. Vivid Image has put together a good-looking battle racer that only has a few flaws. But once you get used to them, you will find a rewarding, highly addictive game. Especially the multiplayer modes stand out with smooth frame rates and a high amount of detail. Number 19. Supercross 2000. One thing about the game is that it features a pretty nice physics model, and the bikes buckle and bounce in a realistic fashion after big jumps. If you're a fan of Supercross and you've been waiting for a good game to come along on the N64, Supercross 2000 is good enough as a first effort. Number 18. Top Gear Rally 2. Top Gear Rally 2 makes some definite improvements over the original, and while it doesn't cater to all the realism that hardcore rally fans expect, it certainly proves to be a good little racer. Overall, casual fans of multi-terrain racing will be pleased with the simplistic layout and complete upgrade system. Checkpoint. Number 17. Monaco Grand Prix. For arcade players looking for a quick, dirty, one-night stand racing game, this one may prove to be too serious, but it's still good enough. For simulation players looking for a long-term commitment of months and perhaps years, add this title to the list of games that fulfill racing needs to the maximum. Number 16. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer is a solid racing game, featuring tight game mechanics, great track design, and impressive visuals. Despite being based on a film which most Star Wars fans would rather forget, the fast and frantic gameplay more than makes up for it. Nevertheless, if you're looking for an extensive single-player racing experience, then it's certainly worth a look. Number 15. Top Gear Overdrive. If players can overcome the precarious analog stick controls and master power sliding on a dime, Top Gear Overdrive will be a fun game that invites multiple replays to look for hidden paths and unlock secret cars. Furthermore, there is no other racer on the Nintendo 64 that can reproduce Top Gear Overdrive's excessive sense of speed and momentum. Number 14. Top Gear Rally. Top Gear Rally is a great game and stands out among a crowded N64 racing library. The years have not been kind to its visuals, but its gameplay remains solid. With a little more content, Top Gear Rally could have been truly special as there is a lot to like. Number 13. Rash 2 Extreme Racing USA. Both graphics and sound in Rash 2 suffer from an acute case of mediocrity, but the controls have improved to highlight the game's new racing emphasis. That said, the soundtrack alone makes Rash 2 just as good, if not better than San Francisco Rush. Number 12. F1 World Grand Prix. Good control and driver AI highlight a realistic racer that only seems to suffer in one area: smoothness. If you're obsessed about graphics and can't take an overall lower frame rate, or you're not sure that realism is what you want in a racer, you might want to think twice. But F1 and sim racing fans, don't even think, get it. Number 11. World Driver Championship. All in all, World Driver Championship stands proud as a game which offers a deep, challenging racing experience often overlooked in favor of several pretenders on the console, and can comfortably tongue-tie any detractor of the Nintendo 64's graphical capabilities. Number 10. San Francisco Rush Extreme Racing. In essence, the home version of San Francisco Rush can't truly compete with the behind-the-wheel experience the arcade machine furnishes, not even with a rumble pack. But the console system does score in the variety of options it offers. The game excels in nearly every aspect and proves to be, without a doubt, one of the best racers on N64. Number 9. Extreme G. In all, Extreme G is a good, solid title that stacks up in both single-player and multiplayer mode. If you're still starved for titles for your Nintendo 64, here's one of the few that won't leave you feeling dissatisfied the morning after. Number 8. Ridge Racer 64. Ridge Racer 64 makes for a nice introduction to the series, and there's also definitely enough action here for those of you who have been playing Ridge Racer games since the PlayStation launched. With the new course, the numerous cars, and the great multiplayer action, Ridge Racer 64 has to be one of the best racing games on the system. Number 7. Wipeout 64. Overall, Wipeout 64 is a great installment in the simple yet complex Wipeout universe. Wipeout 64 is a great example of a somewhat unique racing franchise not trying too hard to be something that it's not. It is exactly one would expect. It's fun and it's enjoyable. Number 6. Mario Kart 64. Although it doesn't break any new grounds in originality, Mario Kart 64 is a great addition to the N64 lineup. The solid graphics, good sound, and addictive gameplay, coupled with features like being able to race yourself in a special ghost mode, make you want to play it forever. Number 5. F-Zero-X. In the grand scheme of things, F-Zero-X will probably appeal to older gamers more, who want pure racing over arcade thrills and still have a soft spot for the original F-Zero. If you can look beyond presentation, you will easily fall in love with the smooth gameplay, insane speed, and great 4-player mode. Number 4. Diddy Kong Racing. What initially appears to be yet another cutesy Mario Kart clone aimed at kids, not only manages to successfully differentiate itself from its main source of inspiration, but also provides a surprisingly engrossing and stubborn challenge. There are a few forgettable characters and the environments are perhaps somewhat generic, but Diddy Kong Racing still comes highly recommended. Number 3. Excitebike 64. All told, Excitebike 64 is an excellent rebirth of the Excitebike franchise. The gameplay is arcade-like, the visuals aren't perfect, but they are stunning nonetheless. Most importantly, the game is both fun and addicting, giving oldsters and youngsters alike a chance to revel in the glory that is Excitebike. Number 2. Beetle Adventure Racing. Beetle Adventure Racing is a great deal of fun. It's an excellent game, whatever genre or subgenre you try to classify it in, and its flaws don't drag it down nearly as much as they might sound. This game is not to be missed and highly recommended. Number 1. Wave Race 64. It's a game with simple controls that work well, combining with effective sound effects and great water physics to immerse you in the action as you speed around the various courses. Throw in the ability to race a friend in the 2-player mode, and Wave Race 64 is a game that comes highly recommended.